Welcome back to Good Day Atlanta. If you're thinking about putting your house on the market this spring, well, now is the time to start getting it ready. Fox 5 Team's Dana Fowle has 3 things she says that sellers often overlook. Let's get to it, Dana.
I mean, we all know when you're trying to sell their house, there's so much to do. I hate thinking about it, but there are a few things that can get overlooked that will impact your bottom line. And here are 3 things that you'll want to check off before you list your home.
A fresh coat of paint everywhere is perfect.
Longtime Decatur realtor Ashley Derrick is well known for selling meticulous homes. For her, it's the details that can boost the asking price. So we asked her to reach into her years of experience to count down the top 3 things she sees sellers overlook. Number 3.
When buyers come into homes, they're going to clearly see that a dog has scratched this door. And living here, you forget about it. But if I were to sell this house, I'd need to touch this up. I'd have to touch it up, and I'd have to touch up all the scuffs and scratches.
Little messes look bigger in the eyes of potential buyers who might be going over your home with an eye like a magnifying glass. Fingerprints, smudges, get rid of them, all of them. Number 2 would be what?
Number 2, people don't really think about, but the grates in the floors that people have really tend to get disgusting. People don't think about it, but remember, you're going to have your house inspected. And when you have your house inspected, people look in that. The inspector's going to look in it, other buyers look in it, and you're like, oh my God, this is really dirty. You've got dead bugs in there. If you've got pets, you've got pet hair in there. Sometimes you have a little toy from a kid in there, and you just don't want all of that stuff in your grates.
And it doesn't hurt to paint the metal grates again. That's as easy as grabbing spray paint and giving it a fresh, clean look. And finally, the number 1 thing on realtor Ashley Derrick's list of often overlooked things to do before you put your house on the market is...
Number 1 thing, and I could say it 3 times, declutter, declutter, declutter.
Take this sideboard. It looks fine if you're living here, but it's just too junky for would-be buyers.
We don't want any of these personal photos on here. This doesn't need to be here. Small pieces of candy and too many champagne bottles don't need to be here. Tops don't need to be here. And I always say, do what you need to do when I'm working with a seller. Do what you need to do, and then let me come in one final time. And inevitably, I'm going to take out 3 or 4 more boxes at the least.
Now here's something most people do, but they get the timing wrong. You're selling your house, you clean up the yard, you trim back those bushes, but what you need to do is plant now so it'll blossom in the spring. You don't want to wait until spring to put that stuff in.
Yeah, and you're so right. These are things that, you think about the big things, but these small things end up being, it's big
You
picture.
and I have both moved in the last couple of years, and there's some PTSD involved. I mean, we have so much stuff. So this is not stuff that you can get done in a weekend. You got to spread it out so you can do a little here, a little there until it's ready to show.
Okay. Got to get to...
Yeah, I think most of us have been there. Even if you're just moving from apartment to apartment.
Got to clean it up. And I love what she said, too, about, as soon as you think you're finished decluttering, go through it again. Because there's probably more stuff you can take out.
Yeah, so take the advice of your realtor when he or she comes in and says, no, we got to fill up another box.
No doubt.
They know what they're doing.
Helpful information today, Dana. We appreciate it.